Welcome to the review on 71735 Tournament of Elements from Lego Ninjago. So this is a new set from 2021, or it was at least at the start of 2021, and it is a Lego Ninjago Legacy set called Tournament of Elements, and is featured in Season 4 of Ninjago. So for those of you who watch this channel quite regularly, you're probably wondering why the hell I'm reviewing a Lego Ninjago set, and there's a good reason for that. So I do like Lego Ninjago. I did watch it originally when it came out, and then last year I've bought like 2 sets, so I thought, you know what, I'll review those, and who knows, maybe I'll buy more and review them. So I have this set, and I have one of the Polybag mix, which who knows, maybe I'll do that next week. As we're kind of out right now, kind of like Star Wars sets that I plan to review. At least I've kind of reviewed most of I have reviewed most, if not all, my Lego Star Wars collection, maybe like the example of 1 or 2 things. But before we begin, you're probably wondering, hey, where the hell was I? So, after 2 weeks ago's video, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I'm going to leave up anyway, yeah, the Jabba the Hutt versus thing, the camera broke, and I was actually making that video in selfie mode because my front camera didn't work. So, we're doing this now. I've actually got a new phone, so we're now filming this. Yes, I know I didn't make any videos so far in November, and it's pretty much been 2 weeks since last upload, but no more shall I be doing that. As for Trigger Friday, I cannot confirm if I'm doing that. There'll be a video explaining some stuff probably in the next week or so, but yeah. Anyway, so I thought with these reviews, since it's I want to show the box off first, so looking at the box, so obviously you have the, featured in Season 4, you've got the nice Ninjago box art showing off the fight scenes. You get that limited edition gold and white for the 10 years on Ninjago. You just got all your kind of usual Lego Ninjago stuff going on. You got, again, just some really cool box art that they use on the Ninjago sets. Up here on the top of the box, you get your minifigures Golden Lloyd, Jacob, Kai, Gravis, Bobo, Jay, and Izor. I don't know, I'm not on Season 4 of Ninjago yet. I'm actually only rewatching the series. I'm on Season 3, so... But I still wanted to bring out this review, so yeah. We flip the box round. On the back we get all of these sets features, again, just all the stuff you get in the set, and all the stuff this set can do, which is quite a lot. So yeah. In all, and also you get different scenes, and collect all 6 golden ninja, which I'm assuming is kind of like the main cast of Ninjago, because I know Sensei Wu is one of the other ones, because he is in the Ninjago City Gardens. So yeah, in a brief moment, this box should disappear and the set should reappear. But before we begin with the set, or start with it, we must do the minifigures in order of box. So here we have Kai, based off his Season 4 outfit. Well, I'm assuming that's exactly what this is based off of, because I have not yet to see Season 4, so really cool minifigure. Also looks like the character. You get his nunchucks here with the chains, using lightsaber hilt pieces as the handles. As we look around, he has very nice printing on the leg and torso, and I shall briefly remove his weapons to show that. So here we are again, showing him without the weapons. You can clearly see the detail in the minifigure all better. We got his symbol on the back. Again, very nice printing on the minifigure. He has no arms, he has a sleeveless look. And also we have the Japanese writing going down the side, at least I assume that's the Japanese writing. And again, we have some cool black gloves. Removing his mask-like piece, you can see both of his facial expressions. Here we have kind of a, kind of disappointed, kind of, upset face. And here we have a kind of a smirking, kind of cocky-looking face. And before we move on to the next one figure, here's another look at his weapons. Again, it is just black lightsaber hilts with a small chain piece. Now on to the next minifigure. So next up here we have Kai. So obviously in a similar style to Jay, he does have a nice weapon that looks kind of like a pickaxe, like a really weird looking pickaxe. Again, he has similar details as he is also a ninja, has the same logo on his back. Again, just different, slight variations compared to their character, but for the most part they all have similar outfits, as I will quickly show you here. You can see some similarities in the outfits. Anyway, so he, like Kai, does have another outfit. Sorry, the boy one is Jay, this one is called Kai. I'm definitely triggering people. He has a very unique looking hairpiece, although he always has quite crazy looking hair in the show, so that's kind of normal. Looking around the back, we'll reveal his other face, which is kind of a smiley face, kind of cocky face, kind of like Jay's. And obviously at the front he has his more concerned face. And he has some stitches right above his eye area, as you can see right there. Again, really cool minifigure, gets the job done. Next up is a character that I do not believe I've ever seen in Ninjago, due to not being up to the 4th season. This minifigure, according to the box, is called Jacob. He looks really cool. I'm guessing he is either in the show has dwarfism, or he is just like a kid or something, because he's quite short. His one accessory is quite cool. It's a guitar, so that's quite unique. If you remove his guitar, you can see he has quite a cool looking body, but I like he's got these little bits, so you can tell he's wearing kind of a sailor-like coat. And again, he has these short legs, it's not the bendable ones. Coming from the back, the printing continues. He has that kind of cool looking afro hair. And if we go around back, you have two faces. One kind of looks like this, which big smile. This other one's kind of a great focuser. Yeah, kind of a disappointed, kind of confused or infuriated face. I'm not really sure how you would describe that. His guitar is quite a cool looking and unique piece. At least I've never seen one of these before in Lego. And also at the back it has a clip for the hands, but still overall quite a nice looking piece. So here's my minifigure. I'm actually going to adjust his staff and zoom in. Who, one, looks like another minifigure. He looks like the beach guy from the CMF Series 21. But yeah, so according to the box, his name is, and I am so sorry if I butcher this, Bo. It's Bolbo, so Blobo. Yeah, I'm going to call him Blobo. Looks quite cool. From what I'm gathering from the box art, I'm not too sure if he is a villain or not. That isn't too very clear, so someone point that out to me. But yeah, looks really cool. I like his trousers. Also, he's missing the top half of his outfit. It's got kind of a nice feather here with his strap. He's got a really nice kind of plant-looking kind of stick weapon. I'm very bad at this description. Again, he's got the same head / beard piece, which is quite a cool looking piece. I'm actually going to remove that and showcase it. So again, for those of you who may be unaware, yeah, pretty cool looking piece. On the back, he's got his kind of cam, kind of normal happy face, as long as some more printing, more pouch on the back, and at the front, kind of his kind of fighting face. Again, really cool minifigure. I'm really happy with him. So here's another minifigure, which, if you've not seen those episodes like me, has another really weird and confusing name, and that name is Izor. Well, that is actually kind of easy to say. It's Izor. Izor is quite cool. He has that mohawk, which obviously means there's not going to be a face on the back. He's quite a cool and unique looking minifigure. And seeing on the box as he is fighting Kai, I'm just going to assume that he is a villain. He's got this nice bone with an axe on the bottom, which kind of looks like, if you remember these skeleton minifigures from the Ninjago from 2011, that's kind of what that looks like. His face, he looks very possessed, like he looks like he has been possessed by some sort of magic, which, given what I've seen in Ninjago so far, wouldn't be so far-fetched. He has a nice trouser piece, he has this kind of coat, you can see some arms underneath, and it is quite a cool looking minifigure. So another figure that supports that a lot of this scene is something to do with magic is called Gravis, Gravis, Gravis. So he looks kind of like, I don't want to sound racist or anything, but he looks Indian, like the kind of heritage, like he's got the hat, right, they're called turbas. I don't know, that's kind of what I'm going with there. He's got these kind of pieces on his hands that look like magic. They are held on by these little clips. If I can take one off, there we go. These kind of clear clips, which, those look quite cool. I think that works quite well with the minifigure. And as you can see, this is one of the figures I don't have to remove the weapon or accessories to get the focus to look at the torso, which is quite cool. A lot of characters in this set do not have sleeves. I think so far one has actually got sleeves in his uniform outfit. You know, alright, back printing. I believe he has a second head. Yep, and it is kind of like a sleeping head with eyes closed, which is pretty cool. Now on to the final figure. So the final figure, as you probably guessed by now, is the Golden Lloyd, who is in this set not because he's in the scene, but it's kind of like if you're unaware, if you're just like, if you usually watch this channel for the Star Wars content and you're still trying to figure this out, basically think back to what they done with LEGO Star Wars a few years ago. Basically, it's the same thing. Ninjago's celebrating 10 years. Well, it's like when LEGO Star Wars did their 20 years. Although I wonder what it would have been like if they'd done the Star Wars ones in gold. But anyway, so he has this little stand, just like those minifigures did with, you know, it says 10 years Ninjago, 2011 till 2021. And the whole minifigure, other than his head, is in gold, which with Lloyd works because he is the gold ninja. You know, I've got some very nice detail in here. Again, all of him is in gold. He has some very nice torso details. Got some sword. He has one of those things on his back that a lot of the classic Ninjago minifigures had, with you could fit the swords in. And there's like a small bit of printing under the back, and he has his long hair with the green band going through it, which looks pretty cool. I am just going to quickly check for double-sided face, which he surprisingly does have at the back, which I wasn't expecting on this. But yeah, really cool minifigure all round. Oh, let's get into the set. So before we actually get on to the main build, the set comes with this. Now, my first thought when I seen this, and also when I look at the box, it's when the characters decide to use the, you know, the Spinjitzu, or the powers of Spinjitzu, and you know, the box shows kind of so you can actually put him in. Now, when I first saw this, and I saw the piece attached, I thought there'd be some sort of function, literally all you can do is spin. Now, maybe I've built mine wrong, but yeah, that's literally all it does. I suppose maybe it's just a rod so, you know, kids can play with it, like, properly, but I really don't see any more function to it than that, and it doesn't really stand up too well on studs, like, you have to balance it. And, you know, from what I see on the back of the box, it's really like, you're meant to roll it around, kind of like this. I can kind of see how that would work, well, if I'm doing it this way. Like, it probably works better on a smoother surface, but yeah, on to the main set. And here is the main set, you know, the part you pay all that money for. So this set does retail for, I paid $28 for it out of Sainsbury's, but really good, very cool looking set. Personally, with Ninjago, things like dragons and animals, like, just in Lego in general, never really appealed to people. The architecture, or like, you know, the buildings you get in Ninjago, are the thing that appeal to me. This looks amazing. I know there was a previous version of the set back in 2015 that looks substantially different, but yeah, so to get into this set, there is a few things you do get with it, like I'm going to show off. You get this area here, which is just an area for fighting this kind of twirl, so it's kind of like training that you can get into. I'll actually just kind of lift this up, and that bit, be warned, this bit will always fall off. This bit kind of just holds more of these green kind of weapons and stuff. That's primarily what that is. And you can put it back in, but it is not the best connection, as I think I've demonstrated. Getting that spin, you've got this piece here that's basically, it's kind of like a bit of greenery. Like, you guys can just see basically what that is, and you can see that this is meant for spinning. But you know, there are some play functions to this set. You also get this little crate in here, which I'll show you what's meant to go in there. So they're meant to go in the bottom of Izor, or I believe the box depicts him using them at one point. But they're like roller skate pieces or ice skates, and I've kind of bundled them together. And you can put them in this crate here and put that in there. And again, you have that with the weapons. Up the top, you have these nice little sticker detailed panels, which I'll take off to show you with the swords. And imagine that's a thing for these ninjas, but yeah, it looks quite cool. Obviously, this isn't the best review ever, because my knowledge of Ninjago is, like, I have some knowledge, but I don't have the, like, it's not a poor amount of knowledge, but it's just nowhere on the same level as my knowledge of Star Wars. Just to point that out to you guys. So yeah, you also get this cool little book that comes out of here. I'm just going to open that book up. To reveal there's actually a piece in there, just to make sure I'm doing this right. So yeah, that would be the front of the book, and you get this little piece in there, which I think just looks amazing. to put in there, so yeah, very happy with that. Also, you get these things that look like the screen doors that you would see in Japan and China, which looks quite cool. And also, I really like the guardrail, and you get these little dragon heads on them. Actually, going to zoom in that area. You guys can see the dragon heads that are on there. And yeah, these things look like urns, but actually they're not urns. If I check, just gonna have a quick look at the box here just to check. Yeah, I see that now actually. So, if you open up one of these, no, it's not that one. Must be the other one. There is a little weapon inside, which, you know, kind of one of these green little swords. Get to focus. Right, it won't focus, but it's basically one of those green little swords. Because it's such a small object, and it hides quite nicely inside that, which I think was quite a genius feature to put in the set to begin with. So, very happy with that. But yeah. So again, there's quite a few things you can do. The box does show you quite a few ways to do it, and you know you can battle the figures out. So I'm just gonna give you a little example of how you could probably set this up. Again, if I spin it around to the back, it's really just, you know, the back of the model, nothing actually interesting to show. This model I don't think it really has too much in the way of play features. It more so makes up for it just in its look. That's at least the way I see it. But you know, you can get a bit of a fight going on, you know, if you do it correctly. So I'm not going to be able to do it exactly the way the box shows it, because it shows the way the box does it. People look like they're levitating. So, you know, you can probably make the figures, you know, around the set kind of fight quite nicely. So yeah, here's kind of how I've set it up. You kind of got, you know, the minifigures going at it there. Again, not too much room on the bottom really for minifigures, but you know, kind of got some battle stuff going on here. So there's probably, if you had more minifigures from Ninjago, but which I do have quite a few, but I'm only using the ones that come in this set for this purpose, you know, just to give an accurate representation, because this is how, you know, you would get it out the box directly from Lego. But yeah, again, pretty cool set. I can give this, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 just for the way this, how cool this set is. But let's get on to the instructions. So here we have the instructions, which look a lot like the box, obviously, because that's how they're meant to look. And it has that whole scan your phone app stuff that, you know, most of the sets these days seem to have, or I think pretty much all of them have that now. But yeah, personally, I really don't use these scan QR code things on Lego sets, because I understand you can use it, probably get the instructions online, which is actually what that is, but handy for some people, but for me, I prefer to go old school with the instructions. I mean, Lego for me is one of those things that doesn't really need technology, it doesn't really need anything like that involved in it, but, you know, I suppose times are changing, so again, it's just all your regular, you know, kind of instructions related stuff. You know, just all the normal things that you would find in Lego instructions. Nothing really too special, it's just, you know, the standard stuff. There's quite a bit of pages, but keep in mind there are sub-steps as well in this set, and you know, we're on page 91 and we're still not done, but for the price you do get a lot. So yeah, there is 91 pages worth of building with 104 steps. Keep in mind, for instance, right there is a sub-step, so yeah. Other Ninjago sets have the other gold minifigures, which, you know, is kind of cool. Personally, I don't own any of those yet, but who knows, might. And you got your parts checklist and the whole one thing with the ninja on the back. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, so that's been the review on 71735 Tournament of Elements from 2021 from Lego Ninjago. So it feels kind of weird, right? I don't recall ever reviewing anything else on here that isn't Star Wars at all. In fact, I don't think I've ever made a Lego video on something that isn't Star Wars. I actually doubt it 100% that I've ever done anything like that. Because I do actually own some stuff from other Lego themes, like I own the Complete Series 21 CMF. I have 3 Speed Champion sets. I have quite a few of the Mario figures. I have a Ninjago mech. You know, I might do that next week. I have quite a few other Lego items from other themes, and there's other themes I do plan to start collecting from. So yeah, we are still strictly a Star Wars channel, just like the 90% of the time, but the other 10% of the time, or whatever, we can be doing videos like this. So as far as Star Wars goes, so I only have one other like 2021 item to review that I own. Because obviously I'm not like other YouTubers. I don't go out and buy the whole wave because there's a lot of stuff in those waves I tend to not like very much. So I typically don't go out and get them. That's just how I do things. But yeah, here's the other set by the way. So yeah, here it is. It is the Clone Turbo Tank from the one of the most, not the most recent edition of the Star Wars magazine, like in the foil packs you get here in the UK. So this would not be familiar outside the US, but I review that next week. So we're not, doing two Ninjago sets. No, I could maybe do one Ninjago item a month. I only have two Ninjago set, but I'm thinking, maybe there's other Ninjago sets I'd like to buy from like years past that I did own as a kid. So I'm thinking about buying those to review on here because originally these were going to go on Catherine Collections Extra. These reviews, but I thought it would make more sense because think about it, I can pull a bigger audience doing it this way, so it makes sense. I might also, when I get the complete set, make a video on the Marvel Studios CMF because I'm only missing 4 minifigures out of the complete collection. So yeah, listen guys, I don't know if I'm making a video on Friday because I could be working Friday. I have no clue, but yeah. I will see you guys in the next video, which if it's not a Figure Friday episode, it will most likely be this. So stay tuned. Before I go, the Ninjago Mech actually will probably not be coming till like next Tuesday. I'll do the Turbo Tank, and the Tuesday after that, I think I will do this mech. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. If you actually enjoyed me doing a Ninjago review, I know it was long, but for what this set is, it does come with a lot. I wish Star Wars sets in this price range would have this much, but anyway, I give it 10 out of 10. See you guys in either Friday or Tuesday. Peace out.